check out our new sponsor, the Health Blaze. All the information is in the description. Use the promo code above. Goodfellow Unboxing at 18% off of all their natural products from deodorant, pomade, toothpaste, and much, much more. And they have additional discounts on their website as well. That's thehealthblaze.com. Starting December 20th. That promo code is good for 18% off. We go. All right, Bob Arum reveals, worldboxingnews.net. I linked the article in the description that the groundwork is laid for not only a rematch between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, but a trilogy, and pretty much the winner of the rematch get the larger percentage for the trilogy, and said maybe if one win, the second and third apiece, maybe even a fourth fight. But we back, Goodfellow Sports TV, back in the building. Get my thoughts on it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Won't miss another video. I don't think this fight is good enough to have a trilogy or a fourth fight. But let's state fights for a draw again. I wasn't impressed with the first fight. It wasn't exciting. I know a lot of people blew it up to be exciting. I felt that Deontay Wilder got outboxed and lost the fight. People can talk about the knockout or the knockdown in the end. Hey, man, I've been watching boxing for over 20-some fucking years. 25 years to be exact. Over 25 years. And I've seen some horrendous counts that it was, it had no backlash. The Andrade versus Lucian Bute fight, that was a fucking 20 count, 30 count to be exact. That they basically let this motherfucker get an ice pack on his head and get a massage and whatever situation. He had enough time to do all that, right? He had enough time to do all that if he wanted to. And the count is at the referee's discretion. People can cry all the fuck they want to. They can get their time watches out and say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and it was a count. No, the count is at the discretion of the referee. That referee in that night, I can't think of his name. Y'all know, he's a real street. He's a real lenient referee. He gives you all the time you need, and that's his MO. It wasn't that he had something against Deontay Wilder. It wasn't that he was pro Fury or anti Wilder. That's just the way that motherfucking ref. I can see his face in my head, but I can't think of his name. But that's what he read. In my opinion, Wilder was lucky to get a fucking draw. Okay? I felt that he got outboxed. He fought terrible that night. And the way he fought versus a dude that was 400 plus pounds and had 2 soft tune-ups, he should be ashamed of himself. And I know a lot of people not going to like what I say, but he fought pathetic that fucking night. He deserved to lose that fight knowing the backstory or what Fury had been through. Now, do I think Fury legally dropped all that weight? No, I don't, because he took his time getting in the WBC VADA drug testing program. But if you don't question it, Wilder ain't complaining. I can't complain about it. Now, I feel that Wilder could win the fucking rematch. I do think Wilder could win the rematch. There was a lot of things he left on the table while Fury was leaning back, fainting. Wilder had all that fucking torso and stomach and belly to tear up. He didn't go to the body. He hand-hunted. He fought stupid. Y'all got to call a spade a spade. The nigga lost that fight because he fought stupid. He got a draw because he fought stupid. He went hand-hunting. He slapping with his punches, hurting his elbow. He came in extremely too light. It's just no excuses to be made. He was fortunate to get a draw. Everything considered, Tyson Fury won that fight, in my opinion. People can say whatever they want to say. Oh, you a raccoon, CJ. No, I'm a realist. I told you, man, my pledge of allegiance to boxing is not to a fighter, not to a demographic group on my channel. I'm pro-boxing, bro, and I'm pro-real talk. The nigga lost that fight. Right? But I feel that he got a great opportunity to right his wrong and get the stoppage in the next fight. He just got to fight. You get behind his jab, drop that jab to the pit of the belly and work the body some more. And when you close distance, he got to work on some type of combination, man. A shoe shine to the body and finish upstairs with a hook. But a lot of body work is what's going to be needed. But I'm not really interested in the trilogy right now. A second fight can change my mind, but it wasn't one of my top heavyweight fights. I felt that Klitschko and Anthony Joshua was better than that. Lennox Lewis, Vitaly Klitschko was better than that. It ain't in my top 20 all-time great heavyweight fights. And the numbers for me didn't indicate it was a smash hit. 325,000 or 350,000 pay-per-view buys. Call me old school, like I said before. I don't curve the scale about the shit. Call me old school, but that's for me, for heavyweight fight of this magnitude, them pathetic numbers. You know what I'm saying? This fight should be in the 700,000 range, but They claim with ESPN behind it, it will do that. Hey, what did it do for Bud? Sub 150,000 buys. You know what I'm saying? ESPN ain't no mega microphone, megaphone for boxing. They a megaphone. They a megaphone for NBA, NFL. They be honing the fuck out of boxing. Like, they put women's soccer on before boxing. So for me, I don't think the rematch is as hot as it was if it happened immediately. You know, they can go on their press tour again and they can sell it. You know, I think they got an opportunity to hit 500,000 buys this time. You know, with a joint pay-per-view, but ESPN is putting Tyson Fury on the ESPN Plus app versus Tom Schwartz. He gonna fight again this year versus nobody. They're not gonna take the chance that Wilder taking with Luis Ortiz. And I'm just keeping it real. They're not gonna take that fucking chance. So he not in the public eye. People didn't forgot about him, man. And you talking about, you know, building this fight up through football season. I mean, we already talking about spring. We already got to talk about college coming up, high school coming up. The NBA got a tremendous offseason coming up. And then you talking about building this fight basically through football season. Don't nobody give a shit. You know, this is a football country. And then you talking about building it up through the NBA season. If they do it in March, the promotion, the Super Bowl going to dominate the promotion. NBA All-Star Weekend and trade deadline next year can dominate the promotion. You building up through the fall. It's NBA. I don't know why they do this every year. Boxing say they best fights for the fall and the winter, knowing the NFL and NBA reign supreme, and hockey coming back. The October Classic with MLB. I mean, I don't know why they do that shit. It's nothing really to. They should have been building this fight through the summer, and then had it in the fall, you know, or then had it, you know, in next summer or something like that. They just, like, Arum don't be having a clue, and sometimes it'll seem like Al Heyman don't be having a clue what be going on in their surroundings, bruh. It just don't seem like they be knowing what be going on, man. And in my opinion, it be, you know, kind of pathetic how they be doing this. And I ain't just talk about them, all of them. Why would you save your best fights for? Why would you save your best fights for the fall when it's college football on Saturday? You know, NBA on every day. People are prepared to go to NFL game going early so they can wake up and watch NFL games in the morning. Like, and people say, you know, boxing fans, don't nobody watch the NFL. It's racist. But then again, y'all patrons. Y'all went down there to Jerry World and spent your money with Jerry, the head honcho of the whole owner slave master movement in the NFL. Boxing is a racist sport too. Just because Al Heyman seemed like to be a big gun, he answers to a white man. He answers to Fox and CBS. You know, and you know, it is what it is. But I ain't too excited about a trilogy. I like the rematch. It ain't something that I'm looking forward to like that, because the first fight didn't appeal to me. I'm old school. You know, I go back and watch the Frazier George Foreman fight, Ali Sonny Liston. You know, I think I went back and watched a couple old school fights. You know, some of the old Tyson Trevor Berbick fight. You know, shit of that nature. You know, Larry Holmes, Gary Cooney. You know, Riddick Bowe and Evander Holyfield, Lennox Lewis Rockman, and Lennox Lewis Vitaly Klitschko. And I'm just spoiled by that era. Now I know it's not right to compare them eras to this heavyweight boxing, but I just can't get excited. Like I get excited watching those fights again for this fight, man. It's just my personal opinion. I'm not too keen on the trilogy. I'd rather see Wilder become undisputed and try to fight Ruiz or the Anthony Joshua winner. Even though I know if Joshua win, that's not gonna happen. Hopefully Ruiz can get the dub, and I'd rather see him become undisputed, and then then we can look forward to a Fury fight. But I'm one of the few people that just I'm not hyped about it. It's not a fight that I'm looking forward to. I imagine the Joshua fight probably not going to happen to have the luster it had. But a lot of people pushing the Fury rematch and now Trilogy in the fourth fight. This shit ain't Marquez Pacquiao. I didn't look at it as a classic fight for me to even foresee a trilogy. But hey, it's my personal opinion. But it is what it is. It's Goodfellas Sports TV. Don't forget, we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request. If you want to share the videos, appreciate that, man. And don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hellblaze, at thehellblaze.com. Promo code Goodfella1Boxing gets you 18% off the 100% all natural products, soaps, lotions, foot soaps, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Appreciate that support over there. Don't forget to check out the Patreon. Don't forget to share the videos if you want to make a donation. That link's in the description. And just do me a favor, man, to keep sharing the videos, man. One time for the one time, Goodfellas Sports TV.